Good evening, everyone. This is the November 14th meeting of the Planning Board of the Town of Smithtown. We're going to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, and you're all invited to join in. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the Planning Board. The Planning Department would like to recommend the following items be recessed because the applicants are not ready to be heard at this time. Under zoning petitions, number 1, 2012-04, Storybook Homes in Wisconsin. Number 2, 2012-02, Carlson Associates, Kings Park. Number 3, 2010-06, KVC Holdings. Under waiver requests, number 4, 773 Scholar Estates in Comac. Under 280A application, 5, Lizetta Street. And under final subdivision, number 6, 1136 map of Open Meadow in Fort Salonga.
Anybody present wish to be heard on any of the matters regarding which the Planning Department is requesting an adjournment or a recess? Seeing none, a motion, please.
I move that we recess matters 1 through 6 as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So recessed.
The first item under new hearings and decision is an amendment of filed map for number 1157, map of Core in Kings Park. The applicant requests to amend the final map in order to modify the drainage easement located on Lot 1. The final subdivision, number 1157, map of Core at Kings Park, received conditional final approval from the Planning Board on March 16th, 2016 for a 2-lot subdivision. Subsequently, the map was filed on November 30th, 2016. A drainage easement was placed on Lot 1 as depicted on the filed map. On October 2nd, 2018, the applicant submitted a request to amend the map in order to modify the drainage easement. The applicant submitted a survey of Lot 1 showing the new drainage easement, as well as the new meets and bounds description. The applicant states that the drainage structures have already been installed and the modified easement is needed to rectify the situation. The engineering and highway departments have reviewed the request and have no objection to moving the drainage easement according to the submitted plans. The Traffic Safety Department has no comment. The Planning Department has no objection to moving the drainage easement according to the submitted plans. The Planning Department offers the following resolution for the Board's consideration. Planning Board Resolution Number blank 2018, amendment of filed map. The drainage easement modification for number 1157, map of Core in Kings Park. Whereas the Planning Board has considered the request of CCI Design and Build Corp. To amend the filed map in order to modify the drainage easement located on Lot 1. Now therefore be it first resolved that the Planning Board hereby amends the filed map of number 1157, map of Core at Kings Park, in order to modify the drainage easement on Lot 1 in accordance with the survey submitted with the application prepared by Kenneth H. Beckman, licensed surveyor, dated August 13th, 2018, and the meets and bounds description submitted with the application. Second resolve, the applicant shall file an amended drainage easement on a form acceptable to the town attorney.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Vincent Tremarco. I represent the applicant. I've heard the recommendation of the planning department. Obviously, we agree. We put the drainage easement, the drainage structure a little bit out of the easement, so that's why we have to change the description and modify the map. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody in the audience who wish to be heard on this particular matter? Seeing none, any questions from any member of the board on this matter? Seeing none, a motion, please.
In the matter of number 1157, map of Core at Kings Park, I move that we close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hearing so closed.
In the matter of number 1157, map of Core at Kings Park, I move that we adopt the resolution as read in accordance with the recommendation of the Planning Department.
That will be the first and second resolved, correct?
Correct.
As stated, second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just for the record, the affidavit of posting was submitted to the office this afternoon, so.
Thank you.
The next item is an extension of conditional approval for number 1171 Fiorillo Plat. The applicant requests a 6-month extension of time for the preliminary approval for the subdivision known as number 1171, map of Fiorillo subdivision. This subdivision received preliminary approval from the planning board on October 18th, 2017. This approval was valid for a 6-month period that expired on April 18th, 2018. The applicant received a 6-month extension of the approval that expired on October 18th, 2018. The applicant submitted the request for a second extension on October 16th, 2018. The applicant indicated that they have been continuously working towards Suffolk County Health Department approval and are confident that they can obtain this approval within the next 6 months, hence the necessity of the extension request. The planning department has no objection to the request. The planning department offers the following resolution for the board's consideration. Planning Board Resolution number blank 2018, extension of preliminary approval for number 1171, map of Fiorillo subdivision. Whereas the planning board has considered the request of Vincent Amicitia to extend the preliminary approval for number 1171, map of Fiorillo subdivision for a period of 6 months. Now therefore be it first resolved that the planning board hereby grants a 6-month extension to the preliminary approval for the subdivision number 1171, map of Fiorillo subdivision, beginning October 18th, 2018 to April 18th, 2019.
Thank you.
The affidavit of posting is submitted.
It's in order.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Vincent Amicizia from Gresham, Ziegler, and Amicizia, right here in Smithtown on Main Street. I represent the applicant. This is our second request for an extension of time. We've been working with the Suffolk County Department of Health to secure their approval, and it's quite a long process, but we see light at the end of the tunnel. So we asked for the board's consent to extend our time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody in the audience wish to be heard on this particular matter? Any questions from any member of the board on this matter? Seeing none, a motion, please?
In the matter of number 1171, map of Fiorillo subdivision, I move that we close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So closed.
In the matter of number 1171, map of Fiorillo subdivision, I move that we adopt the resolution as read in accordance with the recommendation of the planning department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So adopted.
The next item is an extension of conditional approval for a 288A application on Arthur Drive, CarMax Auto Superstores. The applicant requests an extension of the conditional approval for the 280A application CarMax Superstores, Inc. on Arthur Drive. The conditional approval for this 280A application was granted by the planning board on April 25th, 2018. The application was to improve a portion of Arthur Drive in St. James off of Middle Country Road. This approval is valid for a 180-day period that expired on October 22nd, 2018, unless approval was received from the Board of Site Plan Review. At the time the extension request was submitted, which is October 18th, 2018, site plan approval had not yet been received. Since the request was submitted, the Board of Site Plan Review approved the site plan at their November 6th, 2018 meeting. Planning Department has reviewed the request and has no objection to extending the period of conditional approval. Planning Department recommends a period of 180 days. Planning Department recommends the following resolution for the board's consideration. Planning Board Resolution number blank 2018, extension of conditional approval. 280A application, CarMax Auto Superstores, Inc., or on Arthur Drive. Whereas the planning board has considered the request of Yulia Viola to extend the conditional approval for the 280A application, CarMax Auto Superstores, Inc. Now therefore be it first resolved that the planning board hereby approves the request of Yulia Viola to extend the conditional approval for the 280A application, CarMax Auto Superstores, for a period of 180 days to expire on April 20th, 2019.
Somebody present on behalf of the applicant?
And we have the affidavit of posting.
Thank you.
That's correct.
Good evening, Chairperson, members of the board. My name is Brian Sensabaugh. I'm an attorney with Sir Tillman Ballin, Adler and Hyman. I'm here on behalf of the applicant as well as Ms. Viola. As stated, applicant is seeking a conditional approval, applicant is actually seeking an extension of the conditional approval.
So you heard the analysis and the recommendation of the planning department?
Certainly, we agree with
You're
both.
dealing with it? Any idea when they're gonna break ground on this?
At this time, I do not have any idea of when it may break ground, but I do know that all parties are working diligently.
All right, terrific. Anybody in the audience wish to be heard on this matter? Any questions from any member of the board on this matter? Seeing none, a motion, please?
In the matter of 280A, application CarMax Auto Superstores, Inc., I move that we close the public hearing.
Second. Oh, okay. Double second.
Double.
Just really seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So closed.
In the matter of 280A, application CarMax Auto Superstores, Inc., Arthur Drive, I move that we adopt the resolution as read in accordance with the recommendation of the planning department.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? None? So approved and adopted. Council, stay right there for 1 second, please, if you don't mind, before we go to our next matter. We've been sent a letter from your office,
Okay.
so Chairman Balin, the Hopog office, dated November 5th, 2018. I'm not going to read the entire letter.
Okay.
It's from Yulia Viola, which
Okay.
I imagine as an attorney with your firm.
Certainly.
The letter advises as to a matter called Richfield Estates, number 1057.1, that matter was before this board for several times, and the letter advises that the property in question has been since sold to Suffolk County, and that the application on that matter is requested to be withdrawn. So I just want to put that on the record,
All right.
and thank you.
Thank you.
The next item is an extension of a performance bond for number 1155 Atterbury Acres. I was informed the applicant did not post the signs as required, so we should recess this to the next
Think the
meeting.
next one will be enough, or you want to go to the December meeting? Just to make sure.
I think the 28th should be fine.
28th.
Yeah,
Okay.
November 28th.
Then motion, please.
In the matter of number 1155, map of Atterbury Acres, I move that we recess the public hearing to the November 28th meeting, 2018 meeting of the planning board.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? None? So recessed to November 28th.
The next item is an extension of a performance bond for Woodlawn Plat in St. James. The applicant requests a retroactive extension of the performance period of the performance bond for the subdivision number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, for a period of two years to expire on May 27th, 2019. The final subdivision number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, received conditional final approval from the planning board for a two-lot subdivision on May 7th, 2003. Performance bond estimate in the amount of $9,988 was approved by the planning board and posted with the town board. The most recent extension of the performance bond period expired on May 27th, 2017. The applicant is requesting an extension to expire on May 27th, 2019. The engineering, highway, and traffic safety departments have no objection. The planning department has no objection. The planning department offers the following resolution for the board's consideration. Planning board resolution number blank 2018, extension of performance period of the performance bond for number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat. Whereas the planning board has considered the request of Susan B. Thomason to retroactively extend the performance period of the performance bond for number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, for a period of 2 years. Now therefore be it first resolved that the planning board hereby approves a retroactive extension of the performance period of the performance bond for the subdivision known as number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, for a period of 2 years to expire on May 27th, 2019.
Anybody present on behalf of the applicant?
Yes, I am actually the applicant.
Please come to
I wasn't
the,
aware of my role here.
And the affidavit of posting was submitted and is correct.
your role could most likely be, at least as to this matter, somewhat limited, but we do need your name and address for the record, please, because everything's being recorded.
Yes, Susan Thomason, 5 Equine Lane, St. James, New York. And
You're the applicant?
I am the
And you heard the
applicant.
analysis and the recommendation made by the planning department,
I have.
and you're in agreement with it?
I am, and I have talked to Matt, and I have read this, except I have to ask a question because I still am a little unclear. Is the performance bond that is being held currently of the $9,988, is that being released now or in
No.
May?
So, May
Probably
is,
the next one.
so we're extending the period to complete the items.
Yes.
You have another application to waive several of those items, and you spoke with Steve
Yes.
Schwab. of remaining items that need to be completed. Once those things are completed, and if you get items waived, the engineering department will start a checklist. All the departments that deal with subdivisions will check off to make sure everything was completed. And once that's done, the town attorney reviews it, and we put it on for a town board meeting, and then they will release it through a resolution.
Will this take place during this calendar year?
It depends on when
don't
the
know.
improvements are done.
Yeah.
So right now, you have two matters before this board tonight. This one just extends the time. The bond will be extended, so to give you time to complete those improvements. I see the next one, you're requesting that some of those improvements be waived. So whatever ones are not waived, those will have to be done. When the 6 months is over, if they're not done, you have to come back for another extension. If
I
they are done,
finished that.
then the process that Mr. Corrado just described will go forward.
Just to expedite the process, I had gone to the engineering department, found out what wasn't going to be waived, and had a as-built survey as requested completed as of this Monday, because I have my husband's estate to complete, being the executor. So if we could finish this calendar year, I would be so appreciative.
Well, we'll do the best we can, but really,
Yeah.
we don't go out and do the improvements. That's really up to the applicant.
We'll
But
Do-
we're gonna
do the
address
best we
that more
can,
with the
yeah.
next one.
Okay,
Because you're asking for some of those supposed improvements to be waived, so we have to get to that and see how many are gonna be waived and how many are not gonna be waived, and then maybe you'll have a better idea as to how much you have to do.
okay.
So this
Thank
one is just about the time extension.
Thank you.
Any other members of the public wish to be heard? Any questions from any member of the board on this particular application? Seeing none, a motion, please?
In the matter of number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, I move that we close the public hearing.
As to the,
Performance bond.
as to the performance bond only.
Second.
Okay, as
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so closed? And the
And
motion?
in the matter of number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plot, regarding the performance bond, I move that we adopt the resolution as read in accordance with the recommendation of the planning department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none? So adopted. Ma'am, you're up again. You're gonna read it first and then give us your name and address again.
So, next item is a waiver request for number 1031A Woodlawn Plat. The applicant requests to waive the following items within the subdivision number 1031A map of Woodlawn Plat. They are 1, 202 feet of curbing breakage, 2, 16 vertical feet of 8-foot diameter roof drywells for roof drainage, 3, 13 vertical feet of 8-foot diameter precast storm pools for driveway, 4, 90 square yards type B patch, 5, condition F of final approval, 6, condition G of final approval, and 7, an as-built survey. The final subdivision number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, received conditional final approval from the planning board for a 2-lot subdivision on May 7th, 2003. The above listed items were bonded for the subdivision, and the following 2 conditions were adopted as conditions of final approval. F, prior to the time of an application for a building permit for a particular lot, the subdivider shall have his engineer or surveyor submit an individual site plan of that lot, which is in substantial agreement with the intent of the regrading plan. Such individual site plan shall show certified existing topography and all relevant grades proposed for the street, house, and all land to be regraded on that lot. The site plan shall also show all storm pools, dry wells, retaining walls, etc., as bonded or as deemed additional necessary. Such site plans must be approved by the engineering department and returned to the building inspector prior to the issuance of a permit for the foundation and garage slab only. G, at such time as the subdivider has completed the foundation and rough grading for a particular lot, he shall have his engineer or surveyor make an as-built survey of the foundation grade, garage slab, and grades immediately around the foundation. Such as-built foundation plan must be approved by the engineering department, and no framing shall commence before this approval. The planning department has no objection to waiving these items and conditions except the as-built survey for the following reasons. 1, conditions F and G. The roof drywell and driveway storm pools are part of the standard procedure for obtaining a building permit. 2, the curb breakage and type B patch will be bonded during the building permit and road opening permit process. 3, the as-built survey is a standard public improvement required in all subdivisions and is also required by the engineering department. This item should not be waived. The traffic safety department has no objection to the request. The highway and engineering departments have no objection to the request with the exception of the as-built survey. The planning department offers the following resolution for the board's consideration. Planning Board Resolution number blank 2018, waiver of final conditions and public improvements for number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat. Whereas the Planning Board has considered the request of Susan B. Thomason to waive 202 feet of curbing breakage, 16 vertical feet of 8-foot diameter roof drywells for roof drainage, 13 vertical feet of 8-foot diameter precast storm pools for driveway, 90 square yards of type B patch, and as-built survey, condition F and G of final approval within the subdivision number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat. Now therefore be it first resolved that the Planning Board hereby waives the following items and conditions within the subdivision number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat for the reasons presented in this memorandum. 1, 202 feet of curbing breakage. 2, 16 vertical feet of 8-foot diameter roof drywells for roof drainage. 3, 13 vertical feet of 8-foot diameter precast storm pools for driveway. 4, 90 square yards of type B patch. 5, condition F of final approval, and 6, condition G of final approval. Second, resolved that the Planning Board hereby denies the request to waive the as-built survey within the subdivision number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat for the reasons presented in this memorandum. I just want to add something just to clarify. The as-built on number 7 is not the same as the as-built in condition G. They're two separate things.
All right, so you're recommending that we waive 1 through 6 of the requested waivers, but not 7, was the as-built
Yeah,
survey.
which
She
appears
apparently
that
has
you've
already.
already done. So,
Right.
yeah.
Anybody in the audience wish to be heard on this matter? Any questions or comments from any members of the board on this aspect of this matter?
I actually have one comment. Everybody's been very nice and helpful.
That's very nice to hear.
Really,
And you're a
everybody.
lot nicer than some of the attorneys that we come before.
You know, it's,
No,
I
very
make
nice.
a habit of telling that to somebody too, like if I'm in a restaurant, because the managers are always used to hearing only when it's bad. So if I say if they get it right, it's, the people really did a good job. So thank you very much. We all appreciate that, and our very fine planning staff appreciates it as well.
Surely. Thank you.
So with that, a motion, please?
In the matter of number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat, I move that we close the public hearing.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So closed?
And did you want?
You do two, because
Two,
one's an
okay.
approval, one's a denial.
In the matter of number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat pertaining to items and conditions 1 through 6, I move that we adopt the resolution as read in accordance with the recommendation of the planning department.
That's the first resolution.
Yes.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So adopted. Now the second resolution, please?
In the matter of number 1031A, map of Woodlawn Plat pertaining to the as-built survey, I move that we adopt the resolution as read in accordance with the recommendation of the planning department.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? So adopted. Got through it. Thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Can you just spell your last name, please?
Yes, THOMASSE.
We have one more.
That's it.
So last matter is the adoption of the minutes. We've been advised that there was listing somebody there who wasn't there, so we're going to adopt it, and then we'll have the correction made on the cover page when the stenographer finds the time to do that, and then we'll address it at the next meeting, if necessary. So I move that we adopt the minutes of the October 17th, 2018 meeting of this board,
Second.
subject
Subject to the
to
corrections.
the correction that's going to be forthcoming.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? So adopted? I guess we just have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? We're adjourned.